Hey guys, and welcome to today's round one here at the Monza Raceway Laguna Seca for approximately, which of course is 2.23 miles long, 11 turns for 22 laps of racing and 10 minutes of qualifying here. The Formula A's today in round one. So this is your brand new championship here on this, not on this channel because we're only doing one race of this on this channel. Next races will be on other channels, so go and check that out on other people's channels. You will find that on there. So let's have a look then at who will be racing in it. But before we do, let's check who came out on track first. Who discarded. Look, so we're going to see how this formula actually works. By the way, the quickest lap my friends have done is a 1:10. So it's about 1:8, we're expecting today from these cars. A brilliant, massive amount of credit from for 22 laps. One pit stop is up for, is what you have to do as well as they head now down this 11-turn circuit, which in the whole entire game somebody has done a 59.6 was the quickest. So well done whoever did that lap. We do appreciate. Well done whoever did that lap. 59 seconds around the circuit. In a Formula A, I would manage maybe about 1 minute 5, maybe 1 minute 10. So well done to him, but I don't know how long these guys are going to make it. But anyway, let's have a look at your drivers today. Your 14 drivers: Alex, Fernando, Simon, Christian, Mark, Dimitri, Brady, Bradley, Jamie, Erich, David, Sabine, Thomas, Chuck, Anders, and that is it today for your 14 budding drivers here who want to battle, commence and see if they can do well around this circuit, this 2.7 mile circuit. Yes, it is nice to have him here. There's a cross line from your leader now. 1:8.211 there. Very, very decent lap left from your leader. Already been beaten by a 1:77. There it has, and that shows that the cars are looking at 1:9. Unbelievably 1:9. How did he get on 1:9? I have no idea. Wilson had a 1:9. 1:7.7 still the quickest here. Still one more to come across the line. What's he going to get here? A 1:9. So, ooh, interesting. Here we go then, on board one of your cars. So if you've got 22 laps at around 1:7, you're doing this in about 38 minutes. We'll be doing this race if it's the same. And then about 40 minutes to do 22 laps, it says here. But if it's a 1:10, so 1. Depends how much longer it takes actually, because I don't know. Yes, nice to have 14, and it is nice to have 14 here. As we look back at your leader now, who is Fernando, who won your Formula C Championship last year, ladies and gentlemen. We had a Formula C Championship, so I'm just going to write some names down on my piece of paper quickly just to check something. Out the last corner now, down they pop, now they do to the line, comes your leader. Is he going to improve on his lap? Who doesn't? He's 0.36 off the fastest lap there, so he's down on his lap there. Let's check in with your 10th position, of course, which is Christian. So yeah, it should be good here. Into the pits comes 10th now. Let's look back at your number 5 position, number 6 here, as he comes into the last corner now. What's he going to do here with 2 minutes to go? Is he going to make a good power down for this lap here as he comes to the line? Across it now he comes, and is 11 seconds, so he was in the pits last time. This is his last opportunity now to get a lap in. This is, just to tell you quick, why I have been quiet, I was just writing something down and I was looking at the timesheet because I really wanted to give you some good information, and it kind of didn't really surprise me, it didn't, what I'm going to give you now. So here are some drivers. Almost a terminal damage problem, terminal engine failure for one of the cars in this race. I can't tell you who it is, but one of the cars in this race is terminal engine failure, and I don't know who it is. It could be Ings, I have no idea who it is. It doesn't say at the moment who's got the terminal damage is failure. But let's look back at 10th here and see if he has. Is he on his lap? Yes, he is. Here now comes 6th, down into the second to last corner. Now he goes out of that now, up to the last corner now he goes, raking in. Here, if he crosses the line in less than 2 seconds time, he will get a lap in here. What is this lap? 0.1 slower, and he's got it in, just got his lap in just. So he pulls it down now into the braking zone and he will have his lap, but only just. Here he will, when he hits 0, that's it. It doesn't matter where you are on the track, it will wipe off your lap and it will say that's it, you're done. But it will still feel like your car's moving. Just to tell you quickly guys, Jamie and Mark were your Formula C winners last year, your Formula C first and second places, so they pop up into this. Dimitri and Simon were your Formula X top 2, so they pop into this. They did. By the way, just to tell you, if you want to know how championships work on Project Cars, for me, top 3rd and 4th in Formula C go into Formula X, 1st and 2nd in Formula C go into Formula A, and same Formula X, they go into Formula A as well. So that's kind of what Formula A thing does. Top 3 last year was Andres, David and Thomas. Tom with an AS on the end. Rookie winner last year was Bradley. Second was Chuck, and 3rd was Alex. It was as to the line now comes that car. across it now he goes, pull brakes in, and there we go, the final thing has now finished. There it has. So let me read through who it is. So it is Fernando. What a drive from him up into your first position with a 1.7.4, and yes, he was last year's 4th position, so good on him to put him into first already. Second is Andres, third is David, and fourth is Thomas. Erich is next with a 1.8.0. Very good luck from him. Then it's Bradley, one of your rookies. Then it's Dimitri, Simon, Jamie, Christian, Chuck, Mark, Sven, and Alex, who is bottom here today. He was your rookie 3rd position last year, only purely because there was only 4 rookies, and the guy, there was only 5 rookies. There's 5 rookies last year, and 2 of them have been demoted. One's been demoted to both have been demoted to Formula X. So you might see them later on this year when I do the Formula X Championship coming up, and it should be good. Formula X should be tomorrow's race. Yeah, tomorrow's race is Formula X, not around this circuit, of course. Just to quickly write this down, I'm going to write this down for you. Formula X will be at Formula X tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, are at Snetterton. They are the 12 of them are. So we'll see who the rookies were from this championship, who've got into that championship to put rookies, cool their names rookies again, but not in that championship. By the way, guys, I'll be back in a second. So just 1 second. By the way, the timer, guys, is ticking, and we have I have 40 seconds to go. Oh, it is done, ladies and gentlemen. I just came back as it said this, so let's go. Suddenly, I can't race this. And we're green, and away we go here for 22 laps of racing as they all power their way down into corner one. Oh, the teammates touch! The teammates! Who are the top 2 touch? Has everyone got around that corner cleanly? Yes, they have. Everyone is around corner 1 now. There they are. Into the next corner now they go. And out they go. Look at this battle here for the lead. The 2 teammates this year have really put this together. They have as a top 2 duo, and they're showing us at the moment why they're a top 2 duo. They turn in now to the next couple of corners. Let's just go back down the field a bit. Is there any crashes into that corner? No, but we're just side by side here for 10th. And has Matt got the nice position? He hasn't. He's back down in 10th. Now he is. Will he lose it to 11th? Yes, he's down in 11th now, Matters. But that is a great bit of driving there. The top 2 now are pretty much limited. Let's see if anything happens at this corner here, the King. Because I know some years there's been a lot of crashes at the King. And it really hasn't surprised me. It hasn't persuaded that there's been a lot of crashes, because there has. Leader now into the last corner. Now he comes out of it now. Look at that gap. He's pulled it up now to 0.6 6, now 7, now 8 he's pulled up to now. Look at the gap he's pulled out. It's a very nice one. Here we go, look, there's a battle on now, look. And will he get past into 4th? No, he decides to back out of it. So does 6th and 7th and 8th, all them backing away, look nicely, look down the whole field. I'm just going to show quickly down the field what they're doing and then head back to your top of your field now. So it is Fernando, from Andres, from David, from Thomas, from Erich, from Brady, from Bradley, from Dimitri, from Christian, from Simon, from Mark, from Jamie, from Savine, from Alex, from Chuck. Chuck did a phenomenal first lap. Do you know when you come out the dip? So you come up the dip there. He hit the gravel like he did, but then had to slow down penalty and let 3 cars pass. It was unbelievable. I've got to say it was unbelievable. But anyway, here we go. Then as we head now back down the field a little bit, there is a little gap. Look at that. There's a gap. Not a big one, but a gap. 9th and 10th here, battle away. Nicely here they do. Alex is in 12th, in 13th. I mean, has to put a bit of pressure on to see what he can do. He was only 3rd by 1 point last year, so he has to be kind of welcoming. Here he does. He got a point last year, so Alex. So last year, if you want to know, it was Bradley, Chuck, Alex, and then it was I can't remember fully the names. I'll remember tomorrow if I find them. But you've got 2 champions. Alex was on 3 points. The one behind was on 2 points, and the last was on 0 points. So you knew they were both pretty much going to go down. You didn't think that they were all going to go down, but they did, if you know what I mean. And here comes 3rd look on a challenge here to catch up with the top 2 teams, because the top 2 here today are proving their worth in this championship, as I say. And it sure is, yes, well done, good race start. Yes, of course, it's a great race start here. As you can see, every time here, there has to be 1 pit stop here in the 22 laps. That's just a normal rule we have in these championship races, so has to be 1 pit stoppers. There's a battle now, side by side they go. Will it be a drag race? No, 4th has decided to give up the hope a little bit. Here he has, but he doesn't even, he nearly hits the wall there, but will he go to the outside line? He goes to the outside line. I thought he would go to the inside line, taps a little bit there, and this will make 5th just a little bit more vulnerable to him. And 5th now to the outside line to the next corner, but has the inside line. He will to the corner after this one, so he will have the inside line to the next corner, which he'll be well hoping to be a good positive. Out of that corner now, into the corner now he comes. Will he get the inside? And he's done it beautifully there. Does the black and white and green little machine there he has, but into the inside line goes 5th here. Does not make the move stick though, but what a move that was there to put him up into 4th there. Erich Thomas is down into 5th now, but Thomas still has a long way to go. But Thomas had Bradley behind him, and I don't know if Bradley knows that he will try and get past Bradley will. Anywhere on the circuit, Bradley knows how to get past he does. As we go on board now with the guy we were just looking at. What do you think, everybody? I don't know, he looks pretty slow today, Thomas. There, but Bradley doesn't really say anything. Have a battle down further down, and it's really just fizzled out there. But it's 8th and 9th for the battle worth, and let's see if at 9th here can get past 8th. He goes into the corner, inside line he goes, touches the car in front just a little kiss, and that is all he really wanted to do there. He did, and he's managed to do it. His teammates right behind him as well, so it is 9th is Simon, 10th is Mark, and they, just tell you, Simon and Mark, where were they? Mark won the, Mark came 2nd in Formula C, and Simon in Formula X came 2nd, so it's just then 2 second positions, people, but in different cars this year. If you're in Formula X, they're kind of weird cars. If you're in Formula A, if you're in Formula C, I mean, they were smaller cars, and so, you know, you've got a lot to focus on there. But look at this battle here between 5th, 6th, and 4th. As 3rd now, looking to get past 2nd here, can't, and 4th, tries to get past 3rd. Here we go, there's a side-by-side near the back there was. And did he overtake him? Let's just check. 7th now is Dimitri and Bradley. Dimitri and Bradley now, we're on board, we're looking at Dimitri now. Can he get past Bradley here as he goes to the corner? No, he decides to back off a little bit there, Dimitri does. Bradley has our options here. We do 5th and 4th are going to battle away now. They are still battling away here with 6 laps gone. This is unbelievable, this race. There's so many battles around this circuit, and the quickest lap so far is a 1 minute 10. The 25.6 minutes this race apparently should take, which I'm not saying it will do, but I'm not saying it won't, and I will find out in a bit how long it's taking. I will, for you guys, to give you an idea of what does happen here. But here he comes then, look, 4th goes into last corner now. I don't know if 4th really knows much here. As we look at 4th now, has he got a position here to do anything? But look at 6th. He's right on the back of your number 5th position. He was a second ago. Was he going to dive bomb him? No. Decides better off it. And 8th, look at that, right back of 7th, there he is. And I really don't know why, but 8th is pushing to get up to 7th. Let's take a way through that actually for you, because we are... It's Christian. He came 7th in the championship last year, so good old Christian putting himself to be where he is this year and showing us where he is this year, being 8th. To finish 7th last year. Has a long way to go. They do the championship. It's always a massive big championship to ask for all of these guys. Just to quickly tell you what happens in this championship. Well, there's 12 rounds this year, and there's loads in America, loads in Europe and Asia. So nice to go. Oh, that's a great try there. It was before. The 4th there, I don't think has the speed to get past 3rd, and I think 4th is just another sitting duck. I think 3rd, sorry, is another sitting duck here on 4th position. Because here comes 4th now, look, to catch up, and he could do it into the last corner. Look, he could dive bomb him into the last corner. He tried inside line, nearly touched they do there, but don't, which is really nice to see. As he now puts the throttle down, flicking the gear panel sticks. Here he is to catch up to that 3rd position, but 3rd is quicker on the straights compared to the corners. Here he is, and still didn't get past theirs. He now go on board as 2nd now, who of course is Andres, the championship league winner last year, and he wants another championship win this year to put on for his name here. The pit stops will be the ideal thing, I mean. Will depend if it actually going to happen or not. As we look back at 3rd now, 4th is 4th, 5th and 6th are right there they are, and this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity. They are there. Look at this. It's looking like it's going to be an interesting thing here as it happens. Out he comes now to complete the lap off there. What's going to see happening now? Sorry if it's black on the screen, I've just got some stuff popped up. Next round is Spa, and that is 18 laps for these formulas for you. 18 laps for these formulas. Sadly I can't do that. I'm not doing any more of this championship. I'm letting my friend do that, and you can find out his link in the championship and all that. You can, but oh, he tries again. Look, oh, 4th. Oh, he nearly touches there. 4th did. I don't believe 4th nearly touched. Oh my goodness, 4th nearly touched here. So it's Spa the next round, and after that round they head back to America and they go to Long Beach, and then I don't know after that where they go, because I'm not, of course, entirely sure. But yeah, it should be good. It should. As here he comes then, 4th inside line he goes, and it's now Pettening who are there. 14th is in the pits. So the championship, the guy who was leading this race, is in the pits. He had a little bit of damage to his car. It won't be enough to get lapped, I would say, but it may be enough just to keep an eye on. As you can see, Ing now in 3rd, really wanting this position win. really wanting to win here is second, and he's trying to get it. His 14th is now heading his way out of the pits. He gets a little bit of a run of the rub, and he now trickles away. Lap 10, so half race distance. He managed 10 laps on them tyres. He managed 9 laps on them tyres, which I think is a great thing to have with them tyres. As now he pulls out the pits. He won't be lapped, but he looks like he could. Look at that gap. It's about, I would say, a minute, that gap? Yeah, about a minute, the gap from him to last to first. As he pulls out now, gets away nicely, look. And he will not be lapped at all this race. As you know, he won't, because he's a very quick driver. He's 48 seconds off the leader here, who now, we're looking at now, who's third, is right over the back. Fourth, who was fourth, Erich, is right over the back of David here, who came third last year. Sorry, came second last year, sorry. And wants another second this year. As no other car wants to come into the picture yet, they will decide in a couple of minutes if they want to. It's into the downhill section goes the lapped car now into that downhill dip. He goes now. Out of that now he goes. So he won't be lapped this race, I don't think he will. But he will give a great battle on his hands. He will here, if anyone knows about it. He heads into our last corner now, into that dip. Now go these cars, and here goes third. Is he going to get through? No, he's not. But look at fourth, look, he's right on the back of the tail. And I just think fourth has the opportunity here to show you what he can do. As a 119 there goes to the last position as he flies now to start his first of his flying laps. As into the pits now comes fifth, sorry, sixth, who was sixth, now seventh. And he is, of course, if you want to know, down, he's going to go to 13th. So I'm just going to find him when he goes to 13th. By the way, and he, of course, is, so Chuck, Bradley and David in the pits now. It is quick pit stop here. It should be a quick one. Some of these should be quick. As out the pits now goes one of the cars now. Just trying to see who that was actually who's coming out. Ing is beating David. That's unbelievable, that is. As out come the three of them. Where's your last position? Is he going to get lapped, or is he going to come out just in front of these? He's gonna have about a whopping, yep, it is a 10-second gap from last to the cars in front, which is unbelievable. There it is. He gets a quicker lap there, a 1:10.111, which is a quick lap for him. Puts him fastest lap today. It does, of course. Good job for him. There it is. Here comes your leader now. Here comes second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth in the pits now. 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Who is in the pits then this time? Into the pits now is 10th, which is Christian. It's Christian. Oh, look at that. That was a 3-second pit stop there. Beautiful from the team that was there. He has shown how he can do a pit stop there. His team have. They have, as the wheels keep. He goes onto a set of harder compound tyres. He does there, so the car who's just overtaking him now is on a set of medium, and the car that overtakes him now, which puts him down a couple of positions, is of course on a set of intermediates. If you want, it is on a set of softs. So we've got medium, softs, and hard in the three we're looking at now. As the one who's just behind them now is there. Nice to see. It is a little bit of interesting there. It is. As the top foot two now are got a gap. They have not really a big gap. It's not surprising that they haven't got a big gap, but they've got a gap nonetheless. Let's check if anyone's actually going to make it into the pits this time. I don't think any of the top 8, maybe 10 will come in. I don't know if 10th will come in. No, none of the top 9 have decided to come in this time. So it's a bit of an opportunity for your other cars to creep up the gaps and increase the gaps. Here it is, just enough, I would say, to maybe make a challenge. I'm not entirely sure though if they're going to make a challenge though for the top positions, but you never know. There are gaps and creeping up now. So with 14 laps out of 22 gone, so another 12, another. Eight to go here. They break in now, turn, out. Oh, they touched the grass there, does the leader. I think that's a little twitch on second and third as well. Does that capitalise with fourth there? Does fourth capitalise on this mistake for his teammate, or does he not here? As we're going to check who actually is going to come to the pits this time. Is it going to be the leader into it? No, fourth, who I was watching, is coming in. And so that means that Mark, is that Mark? No, he's down now to Thomas is coming in. So Thomas has not been in yet. And in his ninth, which is Savine. Quick pit stop, is this going to be a quick one, or is it going to be a little one where he has to wait for a little bit of damage on his car? No, he's quickly out there. That was a very quick stop there from Thomas. Is that going to be the same position there for the car who's in the pits as well? I don't think it will be. I think Thomas here will lose a couple of positions, but still be out pretty much on time. I don't think Thomas will lose many positions. No, he doesn't lose at all many. As the next car out the pits now is right behind his teammate, right near his teammate here he is, who is up in ninth, which is very disappointing there. Let's look at the back of the top two battle with their top two battle here. There still is a battle for third here, which is really hopping up here. Is anyone else going to come to the pits? The leader, no, the leader's not in. The second is though. So second, who was second there was Erich, and Erich is in the pits. A good part of driving there from Erich. He comes in quickly, and I think he was going to rev this. Look, he comes most of the way down now, puts the throttle down a bit more to get him down into the right positions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds there for Erich, and I think that's a bit too much there for Erich. He needs to get out a bit quicker now before the next couple of cars come past him. Here I think he does, but he's not knowing he's not going to get lapped this race. We know that. He knows he's not going to even go down probably past 10th here. Erich now braking into the next little corner here, which he's got to brake into. As he turns out of that now, will he be overtaken by the next couple of cars coming out? Wow, he slots in there just in front of 11th, and 11th here wants a bit of this, saying, I've got fresher tyres and I've got more tyre grip than you. But he does, oh, he pulls a gap there pretty nicely. Is the leader, leader's in, third's in, so that is of course Mark and Andres in the pit. Nicely, there they are. Sorry for with black at the top of your screen. There's some friends having a bit of beef on YouTube, and I think I'm going to rightly say they've got 1.8 million subscribers between them. I'm joking, they haven't. They've only got like 15 subscribers between them, but they're having a bit of beef. So yeah, is the leader? The leader's out. Well, that was a quick stop from the leader there. I wouldn't expect him to do that stop quicker than that. He's out already, which I don't know if that means he's going to be out really early. Now the next, well, hopefully he comes out just before 8th overtakes, just before 9th overtakes him. He does, so he's just out before 10th overtakes him there. Pretty nice indeed. As the next guy who was in is now making his way out. Where, of course, is Alex? Because Alex here, we need to know where he is. He's 4th. Unbelievable from Alex. The Alex rookie, I told you this rookie business malarkey would do him. As let's see what the leaders are coming now into. Leaders in the pits. Second's not, third's not. Is 4th going to come in this time? Or was 4th? No, he's in. So Alex is in. So I think Alex will make it a massive mistake here. I think he will. He doesn't want to make any pit stops here and make a mistake. But he's racking up the points here, Alex will. And we'll see where the guy who was leading, Ket, is going to make himself out. He comes out here. The two in the pits are now making their way out the pits very slowly though, because they have to go at the speed they should. Can he make his mark on this race as a good one here as he comes now out? Will he'll just come out, I think, just in front of the blue car here. I think he will, just in front. So he has a lot to prove here, he does, and does he? Yeah, just in front of the blue car there, so not by much. And your top two here are pretty much nose to tail. They are pretty much nose to tail. There's nothing really between them here, which I'll tell you who they are. They're Jamie and Simon, who are the Formula C first winner and Formula 3 second place. So I don't think these are the two who only haven't come in yet. Yeah, these are the only two who haven't come in yet. So A bit disappointing really that they haven't come in yet. Are they about to come in this time? Oh, one does, but who is the one who stays out actually? Is it Jamie who stays out? Yeah, Jamie stays out. So Jamie Matthews has one more lap after this one. He has 2 more laps to go before the pit closes. So 20 is when the pit window closes. Lap 10 to 20 pit window is open for. Anything after that, you pretty much are betting on luck you're going to win this race, I'm thinking. But yeah, it's very, very interesting to see if he's going to manage it or not. Here, out of the lead, out of the line he comes now, and is going to race it up. Here he is. He managed to do this here. Is he going to come in this time? If he comes in this time, you have to be very, very quick in the pits. I think he does. He's in, but he's got to be very quick this time. He's in, who of course is David, who was, of course, if you want to know, second last year. Could be leading the championship by the end of this one. He could. He will be actually leading the championship by the end of this one, I presume. There's a battle then for the. There's a battle here, look, which I need to keep a focus on, and it's for third and fourth in this race. And I don't know if you know it, but I think third and fourth in this race is going to be an interesting one. As out of the pits now comes the guy who was in the pit, but he's going to be coming out in a weird position here, coming out in loads of traffic, he will. As this battle here we're looking at now is the third and fourth battle, and is fourth now going to look to try and get past third? Here is he. He goes to the line. No, he's not. He doesn't really try to get past there. As here comes Matt now. I'm just trying to see where the MAT car will come out as he pulls himself up there, gets the throttle down again. He's out in ninth, which is a very, very good position nowadays. So let me whittle through your grid now as everyone's in the pit stop. It is David, Bradley, Eric, Thomas, Andres, Dimitri, Christian, Simon, Jamie, Sven, Alex, Chuck. Alex doesn't get a point at the moment. Sven is the last point. Fernando and Mark. Fernando, by the way, came fourth last year and is really doing bad. He came into the pits and must have had a problem with his car or something. There's been a battle change, and it's Pet. What a move there from Pet. He's done it. He has. I'm just trying to see who it is in fifth. Thomas has got past Dimitri. What a move there it is. Thomas. Dimitri, sorry. Andres passed. What a move there from Andres. Past Thomas. But Thomas, I think, will want that position back. He will. And you know Thomas will want that position back, because these two battles last year they did very nicely for the championship lead. It came down to the last came down to 3 rounds to go, it did, and with the third round to go, so into the third round to go we went, and Thomas didn't manage to get a top 5 finish, so without the title contention, but still into the third contention, and fourth was like 5 points behind him, and there was 2 to go, so we knew he could have had. He was hoping for third. David into the second round to go made a mistake and finished 5th, so pretty much gave Andres the win. He just needed to finish in the last race second, but managed not to finish second. He finishes 3rd, and Andres finished 2nd, so Andres won the championship by 5 points, and it was very, very disappointing, really, as Andres, he was in 4th now. Coming to the line now, they do. They will now, in a minute, come to the line and get the last lap flag out, which doesn't prove much, but here it comes. Out it waves. The white flag flutters on the raceway, and you can probably see it on the game. There you go, look, a man there just waving a tiny little white flag to say it's the last lap flag is now out for the last time, for the first time this season here in America. So it's here, Spa, and then they come back and do road and do. What is the one I said it was? Oh yeah, Long Beach, and then they do Long Beach. So I don't know why they're doing Long Beach. It's a very tight circuit for these cars, but they're doing Long Beach, and they're doing 29 laps of Long Beach. 28 laps of Long Beach. I do make this mistake sometimes. It's 28 laps of Long Beach they are doing, and it should be interesting to see as every car nearly on the same track, the same together here. But look at the leader here, who of course is David, wanting to win here. Last season, in the 12 rounds we had last season, he managed to finish. He managed to get 4 of your 12 wins. 4 of your 12 wins. I think that's unbelievable there. And he only managed to come second, which I think is amazing. Thomas managed to get 3, and of course Andres managed to get 5. Just that adds up, by the way, 5. Yeah, it does, just about. Here he comes and does. David, here comes David now, to the line. David wins it. From Bradley, from Eric, from Andres, who gets 4th there nicely. The rest of them come down to the line now, where they come. Wait, here they come then to the line. Nicely done to all of the drivers here who are coming to the line. Here, there's a battle for 4th team. Oh, that was close at the last corner, but not really, as the car now pulled away, and he's done it there. But here now come the last 2, and I think I know who's going to be last in this one. It is Alex, I think, going to be last. No, he's not. It's well, my goodness me, that's unbelievable there. But very, very well done to everyone here. The flags are fluttering around the circuit, they are, which is red, green, yellow, blue, silver, orange, and every colour you want to call flags you have in a raceway conditions thing are fluttering around the circuit. They are here just to say well done to every car who raced. They are from the marshals, giving a clap and cheer to the crowd here who are here as well today. Very, very nice on this game. You actually see some proper clap and cheering as the cars now make their way back into the pits. They do here to finish the first round near the 22 laps of Laguna Seca. Very, very nice indeed it was, to give a lot of credit to drivers here. You do, as there's still loads of flags fluttering around the circuit. For every car who's still out on circuit, the flags are fluttering, and the marshals are waving and clapping to them, just say well done mate, you have finished the race off beautifully this year, you've done it. Massively proud for the first round of the year. The Laguna Seca is ticked off, so a 1 round out of 12 is ticked off. We should be done around about the first weekend, just before but well, if we think about it, once a week. So let me think about this actually. Let me think quickly, because I want to do a quick. I want to actually be professional here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the 23rd of February will be finished. We will for this championship. So should be all good games. That should. But they're still 2 out on circuit here. We'll let them wait until they come back into the pits, and then this game we should literally just finish off. It should, with the thing. But what a massive achievement there it was to see how good David was today. Pit stops, I know there shouldn't be pit stops in every race. There won't be, of course, only a certain round. So first round of the year, 6th round of the year, and the 12th and the 8th round of the year. So the first, 6th and 8th are the only ones you get pit stops in this championship. The rest are just not pit stops in this race. If you lose oil, you may have to come in, but you don't have to, if you know what I mean. You don't have to, and weather is normally pretty okay for these kind of races. I'm gonna say here it is pretty much good for these type of races. Here they come then into the pits now. Still not. Wow, I didn't expect him not to come into the pits that time. There come the cars as the flags are still waving on the circuit to say well done, you two. You have done some great job, and they're still not coming out. Ah, they wanted to. Oh, okay. They wanted to get on the same lap, I think. Well, the checker flag is still fluttering on the circuit as well, so I don't know why these guys are still out on circuit. We'll let them play for 1 more lap, because I'm just going to go to my guys, and I'll be back in a second. So then people, I am back as the flags are now just been put away from the marshals around your circuit here today. Let me whistle through your field then for 22 laps here, and the best lap of the race was from your leader today. It was, well, the best lap from your leader today was a 19.164. Amazing that lap there was from your leader, a well, 19.164, very, very quick. That's all it was. Quickest lap of the race, I think, went to Thomas with a 19.004. I don't think there was any 1.8s. Let me just check if there was a 1.8. Nope, no 1.8, so he gets your fastest lap of the race today. Oh, there was, sorry, Eric gets the fastest lap then, a 18.924. So Eric gets your fastest lap of the race today. Well done him. And Thomas gets second, so gets no points at all for that. But Eric gets a point, additional point to that there. So David wins the race today over 26 minutes point 2, so 26 minutes point 2. It said 26 minutes point 5 on mine, so nearly there. Bradley came second there, well done him. Eric third, Andres fourth, unlucky Andres was. On to the last lap, second to last corner, he tried to overtake Eric but couldn't, and then last corner Eric just kept the line and defended him off nicely there and made it a bigger gap to the line. He did, look at that, 0.6 seconds he made a gap to, so unbelievable. Thomas was next, then it was Dimitri, Christian, Simon, Jamie, Savine, Alex, Chuck, Fernando, and then Mark was last of your racers. So let me tell you, where did the Formula C's come here today? Well, Mark sadly came last in this race due to his pit stop. So I do apologise there for Mark and his pit stop, but he had to do a pit stop, which was a longer one than most people. So there. Where did Jamie come? No, Jamie managed to finish 9th. So good old job for him from the Formula C's there in your first round. Formula X's, well, Dimitri did the best, I think, came 6th. And Simon, who was in that, only managed not 8th, but still, for them two to come from Formula X's to this one is a massive achievement, guys. You'll see Formula X's tomorrow at Snetterton, the 12 of them, and they are just unbelievable how bad they are. Anyway, that's enough about them said and done. Where did your rookies finish? Well, Bradley was your best of your rookies last year, and I think he's the best of rookies this year. Bradley is finishing second, I think he is. He's not a rookie anymore, but finishing second this year. Then I think it would be Chuck. Then it'd be Chuck. Sorry, no, then it'd be Alex with 11th. Then Chuck would be 12th. Last year's top 3, well, they're still near the top they are this year. It is David who actually gets your first position, who is your first of them. Then it was Thomas. Then it was Andres, and then Thomas. Thomas there was 0.66 behind Andres there, but still 0.5 something behind Andres there, but really, really good still. So if you did enjoy today's race, please do smack a like, drop a like on this. Subscribe if you are new, click the notification bell as well, and drop a comment down below. And I've been Cadwell5, and I'll see you guys on the 8th of my 8th day of Christmas. Goodbye, guys. Peace.